clear and insistent, dig Zamzam. He continued, deeper, then deeper, and a gush of pure water burst forth. Allahu Akbar, he cried. He had found Zamzam. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. My beloved brothers and sisters, today we continue our journey through the blessed life of Muhammad, peace be upon him, the one whom Allah sent as a mercy to every heart, every nation, and every soul that seeks guidance. But before his message spread across the world, before revelation descended in the cave, before the Quran touched a single heart, Allah was preparing the path. In the sacred valley of Mecca, beneath mountains that stood like guardians over time, there was an ancient trust passed down from Prophet Ibrahim and his son Ismail, may peace be upon them. A well hidden beneath the sands, a grandfather chosen for a divine discovery, a vow written by destiny itself. This was not a coincidence. This was Allah shaping the story long before the world knew the name Muhammad, may peace be upon him. So come with me. Let us return to the valley of Zamzam, where mercy flowed before prophecy and where Allah's plan revealed its first signs of light. After the year of the elephant, calm returned to the valley of Mecca. The house that Ibrahim and Ismail, may peace be upon them, raised stood unharmed. And the people of Quraysh spoke in hushed tones about the miracle that they had witnessed. Among them walked a man whose dignity matched the sacred trust he carried, Abdul Muttalib ibn Hashim, keeper of the Kaaba and soon to be rediscoverer of a mercy buried beneath its shadow. One night in the Hijr beside the Kaaba, Abdul Muttalib slept and a voice called him in a dream, "Dig Tayyibah." He woke up and asked, "What is Tayyibah?" Silence. The next night, "Dig Barra." "What is Barra?" Silence. On the third night, "Dig Al-Madnuna." "What is Al-Madnuna?" Silence again. Then a fourth time, clear and insistent, "Dig Zamzam." He asked, "What is Zamzam?" The answer came, "A well that shall never run dry. It will give water to the pilgrims forever." He was also directed to its signs near the place where Quraysh slaughtered their offerings, between the two idols, at a spot where an ant hole is pecked and soft earth lies between refuse and blood. He woke with a heart trembling between awe and resolve. Zamzam, the well of Ismail, had been hidden by Jurhum generations ago. Now Allah was guiding him to uncover it. At dawn, with only his eldest son Al-Harith beside him, Abdul Muttalib took a pick and began to dig. The men of Quraysh crowded around. "What do you seek?" they said, laughing. "You'll find only dust." He continued, deeper, then deeper, until his tools struck stone and a gush of pure water burst forth. "Allahu Akbar," he cried, his voice echoing against the ancient walls. He had found Zamzam. The laughter turned to clamor. The clans shouted, "This is our well, share it with us." But Abdul Muttalib answered gently yet firmly, "Allah has singled me out for this. He showed me its place." The dispute grew heated until they agreed to take the matter to an aged soothsayer. In the north, a caravan set out across the barren land, the empty tracks that swallow the unwary. Days passed, water skins emptied, thirst gripped their throats, and death crept close. Seeing the despair on their faces, Abdul Muttalib said, we will not surrender our souls to the sand. Each man dig his own grave, so that your companions may bury you when death arrives. But I will remain seated, calling upon my Lord. Perhaps Allah will send relief. They dug and sat, waiting for the end. Then Abdul Muttalib rose, walked to his camel and mounted. And at that moment, by the mercy of Allah, a spring bubbled beneath the hoof of his mount. Water gushed out, clear and sweet. He cried Takbir, drank, made his ablution, and invited Quraysh, come, drink, and fill your water skins. By Allah, it is He who has given us to drink. Their hearts softened. By Allah, they said, the one who guided you to water here in the waste is the one who guided you to Zamzam in the sanctuary. The right is yours. We will not dispute with you again. They returned to Mecca, and the custodianship of Zamzam, the siqaya of the pilgrims, became the honor of Abdul Muttalib and his household. As the well flowed again, the people remembered treasures Jurhum once buried in the precinct. While clearing the shaft, Abdul Muttalib uncovered 2 gazelles of gold, fine armor and blades. Quraysh demanded a share, but he judged between himself and them by casting lots with arrows, placing portions for himself, for Quraysh, and for the Kaaba. The arrows came out for the Kaaba and for Quraysh. So the golden gazelles were melted to plate the door, and the arms were hung as offerings. Thus the house was adorned, and Zamzam's water was dedicated to the guests of Allah. Yet Abdul Muttalib had only one son when Zamzam first opened, and he yearned for a lineage that could protect the sanctuary and serve the pilgrims. In that yearning, he made a vow, O Allah, if you grant me 10 sons who reach maturity, I will sacrifice one of them for your sake. Years passed. Allah answered. His sons grew strong, 10 in number, beloved to their father. The day came to fulfill the vow. He gathered his sons before the Kaaba and wrote each of their names on arrows, as was the custom of the age before Islam. They were brought before the idol whose keeper would cast lots. Hearts tightened. The arrow was drawn, and it pointed to the youngest and dearest, Abdullah, known for his beauty, his purity, and his gentle conduct. The people gasped. His brothers stood speechless. Abdul Muttalib's face paled, but he did not waver from the vow. He took Abdullah by the hand and led him toward the place of sacrifice. Quraysh rose in protest. Stop! You cannot do this. If you slay him, men will follow your example. No son will be safe. Seek a judgment. Women wept. His uncles pleaded. A council decided to seek the word of a wise woman in Yathrib, which was Al-Madinah, or in the north. They traveled and told her the story. She said, set lots between the boy and 10 camels. Cast the arrows. If the lots fall upon the boy, add 10 more camels and cast again. And keep adding until the ransom falls upon the camels. They returned to Mecca. The keeper cast Abdullah or 10 camels. The arrow fell on Abdullah. They added 10 more camels, 20 camels. Again, the lot fell on Abdullah, 30, 40, 50. Each time the arrow pointed to the boy. The number climbed to 100 camels. Once more, the lots were cast. And this time, the arrow fell upon the camels. Allahu Akbar. The valley exhaled. Abdul Muttalib, fearing the old habit of misfortune, said, cast again to be sure. They cast the second and the third time, and each time the ransom fell upon the camels. Then he sacrificed the full 100 at the sanctuary and forbade any hand to withhold meat from man or beast. Thus, by Allah's decree, Abdullah was spared, the father of the one who would be a mercy to the worlds. May peace be upon him. In the wake of relief, people asked Abdul Muttalib about his vow. He only looked toward the Kaaba and the flowing well and said, "The promise of Allah is true," for he knew that the Lord who guides to water in a desert can guide a lineage through 1,000 tests. Years later, when revelation shone upon Abdullah's son, verses descended that echo the mercy already written in this story. مَا وَدَّعَكَ رَبُّكَ وَمَا قَلَى. Your Lord has not forsaken you, nor has he detested you. وَلَلْآخِرَةُ خَيْرٌ لَكَ مِنَ الْأُولَى. And surely what is to come is better for you than what has gone before. وَلَسَوْفَ يُعْطِيكَ رَبُّكَ فَتَرْضَى. And your Lord will give you, and you will be pleased. And in another reminder of relief, after the trial, أَلَمْ نَشْرَحْ لَكَ صَدْرَكَ وَوَضَعْنَا عَنْكَ وِزْرَكَ الَّذِي أَنْقَضَ ظَهْرَكَ وَرَفَعْنَا لَكَ ذِكْرَكَ. Did we not expand for you your chest and lift from you your burden, which weighed upon your back, and raise high your mention? فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. إِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. Indeed, with hardship comes ease, and indeed, with hardship comes ease. Zamzam flowed again by a dream and a shovel. Join me in the next episode, inshallah, as we follow the early life of the one who would be raised with love, loss, and divine protection until the world itself would realize who he truly was. Sallallahu ala Muhammad.